Hello and welcome one and all. This is Old School Gamer 1971 here. Millie, Lloyd, everyone. I hope you're all having a good day. If you would, please like and comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Support the channel and help it grow. Today's thoughts is on Noir Chronicles, City of Crime. I've been playing this game for around 3 hours and this is what I think. Noir Chronicles City of Crime, developed by Artifacts Monday, is a hidden object game that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2018. It's all its own thing, surprisingly. I did think it may have been based on a book or maybe a comic book. However, it is not. It is just stylized like a noir movie. Artifacts Monday is a Polish company that have 2 offices currently. Established in 2006, they started out with only 10 employees. 13 years later, they currently employ 140 employees. Their back catalogue includes hidden object games, puzzle and time management. They make some fun little nighttime plays that don't make you overthink the situation. You play as Alfred Fox, a private detective with a keen eye for trouble, called Gingertail by his friends. As the game opens, he's in his scruffy office, which kinda looks like he lives there, when he's called by his ex-girlfriend, Barbara. She sounded panicked on the phone, saying that someone was going to kill her. He could never have imagined that he himself would be under the microscope. He will be investigating both Barbara's and his past. When he arrives at Barbara's, he finds Barbara dead on her living room floor. She has been bludgeoned to death. He starts out with vengeance in his heart and the hunt for her killer that will take him all over the city. How far will his vengeance take him? Especially when it becomes apparent that the mob may be involved. Exactly what secrets did Barbara have? What was she keeping from Fox? Find out in this new Hidden Object series. So is this Noir Chronicles, City of Crime, or is it No Hair Broncos, Tissues of Snot? This is an improvement to the graphics from the other Artifacts Monday titles. I was actually surprised by this, as this is quite a big leap. The graphics are clearer, making the hidden object scenes so much more easier. The characters also look better, and the animation too. The cast is larger than usual, with more and varied locations than any of the games before. Decor and clothing really fit the era, and I have to admit that the game is a little different, especially when compared to other Artifacts Monday titles. Normally all of their games are trilogies, and I can imagine that this one will be also, but the visual advancements are noticeable. Background, characters and cutscenes. With hidden object games, they are limited to gameplay to a degree, so over the years graphics have improved, especially on PC. However, it's nice to see the changes come into console, but this game has other advancements too. More on this later.
Barbara? Barbara! My goodness, Barbara! I'm late. Please, forgive me. I'd better call the police. I'd better call the police.
911, what's your emergency?
This is Alfred Fox, a private investigator. I want to report
There is
a
something
murder.
a little cheesy about the voiceover, and script for that matter, but think about noir from the point of view of today. That is the charm of noir and this game. Musically, the game is also rather good. Not just sounding good, the instruments used sound authentic to the era. I would say this overall sound is the most pleasing to the genre on the PlayStation 4. The sound is just right for the atmosphere. I would question some of the cast choices, as they can be a little off-putting. Some of it just doesn't quite sound right. It doesn't remove from the game, it just sounds a little off, that's all. I do know I will never need Spotify for this game, because the quirks and all just seem to add to this game's overall appeal. The puzzles are not too taxing, but do not insult your intelligence neither. There are a few new styles of puzzles on show here, well new for Artifacts Monday games anyway. Traversing between scenes is also pretty damn easy. This is a hidden object game and finding most of the objects is quite easy, but then there is a few that are tough to find. On the whole, this is a does what it says on the tin, but with a few more whistles and bells than usual. It does play rather smoothly, the controls are tighter than most. Hope that this will be the standard gameplay from here on out for Artifacts Monday games. Before we move on, you better hold the press. This game actually has combat. I do believe that this is the first for a hidden object game, and do you know something, it does kind of work quite well. This all works well here, the graphics, the decor and characters all look the part. Sound effects, music and voiceover again do a pretty good job. All that together pull you into the Noir story. It draws you in and keeps you interested from beginning to end with its story. It's a story that I didn't want to put down. Like any good story, it pulls you in with the mystery of it all. The story you know at the beginning is not the one that you know at the end, with many twists and turns. The grey area between friends and foes never knowing the truth till towards the end make this a memorable play. But more than that, it takes you on a journey and the atmosphere is strong throughout. So I did finish this in around 5 hours. I had to, and I was happy that I did. The story was well worth the journey. Even down to the end itself, I was not sure of the direction. I felt that it could have went one of two ways. With only a few trophies to go, I know I will be back at this game as soon as. As I said earlier, this is likely to be a trilogy, and if it is, what an opening chapter this has been. The cheese never gets too overpowering. I always found Noir was a way of looking at things in its truest form. Its perfection and imperfection in one. Its story should be dark and moody, but the protagonist should nearly be on par with the antagonist. Almost two sides of the same coin. This pretty much is what this game is. So Noir Chronicles, City of Crime, it most definitely is. If you are hearing this, then you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Well done. Give it a thumbs up and comment if you enjoyed the video. Please share as it helps the channel grow and improve. Enjoy your day. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.